Good morning everyone, this is As Mohammad Khan and I welcome you in today's segment. In our previous segment student, we have discussed about floriculture and inflorescence. Today we will discuss about the morphology of flower. Yes student, the flower is the most attractive part of the plant and it is found in different shapes. Some flowers are bell shaped, some are funnel shaped and some are wheel shaped. They have the different shape student. With this they have the colorful structure and due to having that colorful structure they attract the living organisms for the pollination and they attract the pollinator students, means the living organisms or the animals that help in the pollination are known as pollinators. With this, flower also have the symmetry or asymmetry student. Some flowers have the radial symmetry, some have bilateral symmetry and some have asymmetry student, means they don't have the symmetry. Now, like asymmetry flower, example is Canna indica. Canna indica flower does not have any symmetry student. It is asymmetric in nature. We can't divide it into two equal parts. Some flower have the radial symmetry student and those radial symmetric flower are known as actinomorphic flower. Actinomorphic flower means we can divide them radially, means longitudinally we can divide them into two equal parts. So radial symmetry they have like the mustard and dhatura, and in this the Canna flower also come in this category student. Next is bilateral symmetry student. Bilateral symmetry, some flowers have the bilateral symmetry, means we can divide them into two equal parts and those flowers are known as zygomorphic flowers. What we call them student? Zygomorphic flower. And zygomorphic flower examples are pea, gulmohar, bean and dhatura. These are the flower student that have the bilateral symmetry. So they have the three types of nature student. First is asymmetric, second is actinomorphic, third is zygomorphic. Now the flower is the reproductive part. So with the reproductive part it also contains some accessory part student. Now first we will discuss about the accessory parts. The first part from which it is connected to the plant student or to the branches or to the stem, that part is known as pedicel. What we call it? We call it pedicel. With the help of the pedicel, it is connected with the parts of the plant student like the stem or the branches. Next is thalamus student. Thalamus, and this thalamus has the bag-like structure, and in this bag-like structure what is stored student? It is food and water is stored, and that food and water is supplied to the flower. So there is thalamus is found after the pedicel. Like I have one flower here student, it is the hibiscus flower, and in this you can see this part of the flower is known as pedicel, this basic part pedicel. After the pedicel there is thallus is found student, thalamus is found, and that thalamus is stored food and water. After this there is the green leaves like structures are observed, and these green leaves like structures are known as sepal student. What we call them? We call them sepal. And in the group of the sepal is known as calyx. And this calyx provides the base to the other part of the flower. This basic part, student, this part is known as sepal or calyx, means in the group it is known as calyx, student. After this, the most attractive part of the flower that has the different color and that also have the fragrance, and with the help of that fragrance or aroma nature or the color, it attracts the pollinators. Pollinators means the agents that helps in the pollination, and with the help of the pollination the fertilization takes place in the plants. So it is the attractive part, and this attractive part of the flower is known as petal, student, but we call it petals. And it is also known as corolla. What we call in the group, it is known as corolla, and it contains different color. With the color it also contains the fragrance, student, like the jasmine flower contains the fragrance, like this the rose flower contains the fragrance. So they have the different type of fragrance, and with the help of that fragrance they attract the insects. Now we come on the next important part. It is the reproductive part of the flower, student. Now according to the presence of the reproductive part of the flower, we categorize the flower into two types: unisexual flower and bisexual flower. Unisexual flower have the single type of reproductive organ, means it may be male or female reproductive organ, and those flowers are known as unisexual flower. Sometimes some flowers have the both, means some flowers have the both types of reproductive organ, and those flowers are known as bisexual flower, student, because they contain the both. Like I have one flower here, it is the flower of hibiscus, and hibiscus flower is an example of bisexual flower. But the unisexual flower examples are date and papaya, student. Date and papaya flowers are the examples of unisexual flower because they contain only one type of reproductive organ. So in this you can easily observe the both type of reproductive organ. Like I have drawn one diagram here, it is also the bisexual flower. Bisexual flower, and in the formula you can also indicate the bisexual flower with the help of one symbol, student. Like if I want to draw the symbol of this, then how will I draw? I will draw it like this. First I will draw the arrow, upward arrow I will draw, and in this at the lower part I will draw the N circle, and after the N circle I will draw the cross. So it is the symbol of bisexual flower. It is the symbol of bisexual flower, student. Upward arrow, N circle, and the cross. If there is only one type of flower, like if there is only one, then this upward arrow having N circle can be considered as male flower, student. It is male flower. Or if there is only one cross with the N circle, then it is known as female flower or female unisexual flower, student, that have the cross, this. So these are the symbols of the flower, student, and how we categorize them. We categorize them according to the presence of reproductive organ. If they contain both organ, male as well as female, then those flowers are known as unisexual flower. If they contain both male and female reproductive organ, then those flowers are known as bisexual flower. So I have drawn here one diagram of bisexual flower. In this bisexual flower, you can observe these thread-like structures, and on the thread-like structure there are these anthers you can observe. Now, what are they? They are known as stamen, and stamens are considered as androecium, and androecium are known as the male reproductive part of the flower. Androecium are known as male reproductive part of the flower. In this you can also observe the androecium student. These yellow stamens, yellow part containing stamens. And what are they? They are anthers, and these thread-like structures are known as filament. So stamen contains the two important parts. First is filament, means the thread-like structure, this, and second is anther. And anther is bilobed student, means there are the two lobes, and those lobes are known as pollen sac. What they contain in them? They contain pollen grain student. What they contain? They contain pollen grains. And what are the pollen grains student? Pollen grains are the male gametes. What are they? They are the male gametes they contain. Now we come on the next important part of the flower, bisexual flower. It is known as carpel or pistil student. Carpel or pistil. In this long part, means this middle part is known as carpel, and it contains ovary, and in the ovary student there are ovums are found, means the female gametes are found. Now in this there are the three parts, means this female reproductive part, that is also known as gynoecium. That gynoecium contains the three main parts. First, it is the head, this part student, head of this. This part is known as stigma. And what is the stigma student? Stigma is a tray-like structure, this part. This tray-like structure, and this tray-like structures has glue-like substance on it, and with the help of that glue-like substance it stucks the pollen grains, means the pollen grains comes towards the stigma, and those pollen grains are stuck to the stigma due to the presence of glue-like substance student. Now there is the neck-like structure is found student. This neck-like structure is known as style. What we call it? Style. This is complete structure student, neck-like structure. And in the middle of this there is a broad structure is found student, and that broad structure is known as ovary, and ovary contains the ovum student. What it contains? It contains ovum. So it is about the gynoecium. And what is it student? It is the female reproductive part of the flower, and it is the site of fertilization. Now what is the site of the fertilization here? So in that what will you write? You will write the gynoecium is the site of fertilization. Means inside the gynoecium there is fertilization takes place, and this fertilization takes place with the help of one particular movement student, and that movement is known as chemotropism. And with the help of that chemotropism, pollen grains moves towards the ovary, and they introduce with the ovum, means the pollen grains are introduced with the ovum. And which type of fertilization? Generally they have double fertilization, student. Means which type of fertilization the flower have the double fertilization. Now in our next segment we will also discuss some important terms related to flower. So thank you very much and have a pleasant day.